The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Miami's offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot, just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's back. Complete to the left. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And some room to work. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Grab behind the line. It's Bauman. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They want to run this quarterback. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well, You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tyson. Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
He might want another play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And with the field goal, guys all locked up here in the 1st quarter.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Rofton. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Snagged out of the air. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Dropping back, it's back. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw again. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Canes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Williamson. There he goes. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Caught over the middle. It's Strickland. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll test the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets away from one. He's got space. Got it into the red zone. Dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Hand off from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's back. This time on target. Bust through behind his pad. At midfield, he's got room. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Give to the back. Oh, he got loose. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dumps it to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Grab near the marker. It's Williamson. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
That's caught. It's Tyson. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Got his man. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Trying to take it back. 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll send the back in motion. Grab near the sticks. It's Tyson. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point is good. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Dropping back, it's Beck. It's complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Daniels. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in the shadows of South Beach.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got an open man to the 43-yard line, and a first down for this offense. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. A deep tradition of backers who make plays and get after quarterbacks. Ray Lewis could do it all back in the day, just like this guy is.
And they look the same, don't they? They look the part, just big, physical, huge guys, but the speed element always there, always in the backfield, making plays.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. That's caught. It's Tyson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here's a heat. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield, it's back. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. That's just a decision there by the quarterback.
And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Canes want to pick up the tempo. The Canes build their program around playmakers like that.
They do, Reese, and speed on the outside makes everybody so much better. Finding those home run hitters, those playmakers, those are the guys when Miami's rolling, those are the guys they're finding.
And the Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's back. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board. but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, the ground game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it! Touchdown, Miami! And that one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Right on the money. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Makes the grab. It's Tyson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it again. Release to the back. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Throws to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. Stopped short of the marker. And they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Back to pass, it's back. Catch in the middle, it's Fletcher. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Daniels. Turning it on! How about this senior picking picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one. And the Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll leave it with him. And into the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Quarterback may change this route. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You have got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Spits it out to the back. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He now has 80 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Catch in the middle. It's Bauman. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Canes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. They'll leave it with the lone back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. He's moving out of the pocket. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. The tag! Touchdown, Cage! The defense takes matters into its own hands. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we had just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. Inside, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
This has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Dumps it to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Bringing the heat. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing around.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.